This is Cam with an Inzektor deck profile. We'll start with the monsters, and we've got 2 card troopers. They're good for milling your own deck. You have a chance to dump either a ladybug or a hornet. And if they're destroyed, you get to draw a card, which is always good. 1 Gores, in case you need something to fall back on. Three centipedes. One dragonfly. Two menaces. They're good for combos, and there's always the fact that it turns the original attack of any Inzektor switch to, it's equipped to 2400. So, not bad at all. Inzektor Hopper. Hornet. Three ladybugs. Three mystic tomatoes. They can be good for stalling and other things. You can also use one to summon your hornet. And either way, your opponent might not want to destroy that in case you have centipede or a dragonfly in your hand. So, fairly good card for this deck. Tutor guides, go for a quick Leviair or other rank 3 like Giga Brilliant or Leviathan Dragon. So, I just like having her around. On to the spells. We have Allure for some extra draw power. And we have 3 creature swaps. I like using these in this deck just because, okay, let's say you summon a hornet, and because he's your only monster, creature swap it. You can kill your own hornet, put it in your graveyard, and set up for dragonfly and centipede later. Or you could always give your opponent a card trooper or a mystic tomato. Now, which helps you set up in other ways. So I like this card. Dark Hole. Foolish for ditching Hornet. Three Excaliburs, they help you get into your combos. Three MST, this should be standard for this deck, just because you sometimes do have to pop your own stuff to get your effects going. Two Pod Dualities. This is a card I always have mixed feelings about, but in this deck, you do kind of need it. If you don't have Hornet, or if you do have Hornet and you don't have Centipede or a Dragonfly, that's when this card really comes in handy. On to the traps. We got Bottomless Trap Hole. 3 Call of Hornets. 1 Compulse. Threatening Roar, and Torrential Tribute. On to the extra, we've got Adrius. You can bring, with Ladybug, you can bump up your levels of your Inzektors to 5 fairly easily. Exostag is the relinquish of the deck. And I always like to drop a Gigamass on one. Leviair, in case you want to get back something you banished with Allure. Number 12. Rank 5. 3 Leviathan Dragons. Rank 3s, you can get them out fairly easily with this deck. And you can quickly put the materials into your graveyard. Giga Brilliants. They're nice when you're going in for game, just because they pump up all your monsters for 300 permanently. Well, while they're face up. Acid Golem, I only use him when I know I can get rid of him. And if I really, really do need him. Fortune Tune, a nice card when you have to sit on something for a while. Can't be targeted, so they pretty much have to go through it, instead of bouncing it back with Compulse, or banishing it with something. Volcasaurus, good if your opponent has a fairly strong monster, and you can't absorb it. Tyrus, can't be destroyed by card effects, and really good stuff. Wind Up Zen Mines, good as a good to sit on. Okay. Night Assailant, Tour Guide Target. Onto side deck. I should have said it a little while ago. 2 Armor Blasts. Again, it sends one of the Inzektor cards equipped to one of your Inzektor monsters to the graveyard, tripping their effects, and you get to pop 2 face-up cards your opponent controls. That is 2 Dark Eruptions. You can get back your Inzektor cards this way. Any stuff like your Dragonfly, Ladybug, things like that. 2 Insect Imitations. They can speed up the deck like a little bit, but I just didn't have the room in my main deck, in the main part of the deck, so they've got sided in. Power of Duality. 2 Mirror Forces, in case you have to slow someone down. 3 Golden Apples, similar idea. And it can buy you quite a bit of time if you really need it. And 2 more Threatening Roars. That's it for the Inzektor deck profile. Hope this helps, and I hope it can give you a few ideas on how to work your own Inzektor deck. And I will see you around.